A very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining us here at the Grand Stade d'Agadir in Morocco. It's Guinea up against Sudan. We've entered the fourth matches from the groups. This is Group I, and it's a FIFA World Cup qualifying match for Qatar 2022. Well, we're on the beautiful Atlantic coastline of southwestern Morocco, near the Atlas Mountains, close to where the Sousse River estuary greets the ocean. About 300 miles south of Casablanca, or 500 kilometers if you like. One of the major urban areas of the North African country, known for its holiday destination. Well, it's business here today because, as you can see, there's a lot at stake for this clash between Guinea and Sudan. Morocco played a game less. Guinea played a game less, of course, but they've got 2 points already from 2 matches played, so they'll try and get themselves into this clash and deal with Sudan. Sudan here to try and get the right result against Guinea after their 1-1 draw that they played just a few days ago. So it's going to be an interesting little battle because the double-headers are always very entertaining because, of course, they've played their most recent football against each other, and now they can turn things around. And there's been lots of changes within the two teams to try and find the right remedy to deal with their opponents out here today. Perfect temperature, 23 degrees, a little bit of wind, of course, which is common on the Atlantic coastline. But some beautiful sunshine, glorious day for a great game of football. And the way that these two teams battled it out just a few days ago in Marrakesh was great. And we'll see that spilling into this clash here in Agadir. And it will be difficult for both teams to try and just find the right key to unlock the defences. That's guaranteed because it was a very tight and close affair with just a couple of goals coming. Bio scoring the goal, his first goal, in fact, for Guinea. And then that was cancelled out by Sefildin's 72nd minute equaliser. But as I said, it was a game of chess, an arm wrestle, and finally, they shed the spoils, leaving this group still pretty much wide open. And with Morocco just with 6 points and Guinea-Bissau with 4, we now find ourselves with Guinea and Sudan battling it out to try and see if they can just reel in their opponents at the top and get themselves a little bit closer to that very complicated task of seizing the top spot in the group. Talking of the format, we have 10 groups of 4 African nations. We've already had the first round, which obviously was home and away matches for the lower seeded nations. We eliminated the first batch of nations in that first round, and then all of these teams have managed to qualify for the 40-strong group stage, second round, if you like. One berth, the top spot in each group, will send you through to round 3. So 3 nations from each group, obviously, will be saying au revoir at the end of each of the 6 matches that they play. And then after that, we have 10 teams that qualify, 5 against 5. The draw will be made, and they'll be battling it out for those 5 precious places in Qatar next year. And that's when the World Cup will take place, of course, in Qatar in the winter time, just before Christmas. A 1-1 draw that took place between these two teams a few days ago, of course, that basically told us that this is going to be a tight affair. The coaches are going to be trying to understand how to break down their opponents with Hubert Velud up against, normally, it would be Didier Six, but unfortunately, the Frenchman was taken to hospital because he had a bacterial infection, and he had to stay overnight. So he's okay. There's nothing too serious about it, but he's going to be replaced by Kabe Diawara, who is his the joint coach of Sili Nacional, who will be the main man out here today. And I'm sure that Didier Sixte will be watching in front of the screen to see how his team gets on, because if they get a win today, then they could potentially leapfrog Guinea-Bissau. Look at Faris there. That's the player who's been suspended, and the left back, which is a big blow for Sudan because he is a stalwart in the back four. But he picked up a second yellow card, which means that he's not available for the game. And but besides that, we'll talk about the changes in a few moments' time. We're waiting for the flags to come out of the tunnel, and then the officials and the players. And then we will start to look at the more intricate details of this fixture here in Agadir. Algerian match officials today, led out by the match commissioner. The home advantage that Guinea have, well, it's not in Guinea-Conakry, of course. Not the case because of what happened the start of last month. There was a coup d'etat. The situation is very peaceful now, but obviously it was a little bit concerning for Guinean team at that time. So they had their match against Morocco postponed, and they will play 3 matches in the space of 9 days, basically, here in Morocco, and their third clash will take place against Morocco in a few days' time. So that's the reason why they are playing that match away from. They're playing this match here, and Sudan can't play their matches at home because their stadium is not fit to host FIFA World Cup football matches. Time now for the 2 anthems.
Maintenant les nationales de la Guinée-Conakry. والآن مع النشيد الوطني لغينيا-كوناكري.
There we have the 2 anthems. Well, the third time that these teams are, in fact, meeting. And the first one, 2008, first match, Guinea crushing Sudan 6-0. 2018, it was in the Chan. It was Sudan who gained revenge 2-1, and then a 1-1 draw just a few days ago. Let's take a look at the Guinean team. Kaba Diawara is the man who is in charge, as I mentioned, and he has brought in some heavyweights, of course. When you look at the changes, 7 changes in total. Bayo, the goal scorer from the first clash against Sudan, keeps his place, linking up with Kante. And Naby Keita of Liverpool just behind the 2 front men, with Pogba making his first outing in this double-header. Diawara, AS Roma. Agwabu had a fantastic game on the right-hand side for Guinea in the first clash. You have the Algerian referee and his officials. Mustafa Gorbal, the man in charge. At the back, Silla, Ali or Madi Camara of Olympiacos, Huizao, the 19-year-old Saint-Etienne centre-back. Cisse plays football in Belgium with Camara, the goalkeeper, at the back. Looking at the Sudan team, well, Faris not available, of course, but we do have some wonderful players in this squad, led by Abdul Rahman, the Al Hilal hitman, if you like. Safeldin, scorer of that one, the equaliser in the 72nd minute, will start alongside him. Well, Eldin, another Al Hilal player from Omdurman. Ramadan, the captain, with 35 years of age and plenty of experience. Ahmed and Mohammed just linking up with him. Babakir, watch out for him, wonderful player. And another player for Al Hilal, of course, represented heavily by that team from Omdurman, but also from Al Marek and also Saleh Eldin and Abu Agler will link up with Amir at centre-back as well. 58th cap for the Al Marek centre-back, 29 years of age, with Abdallah, who played a fine match against Guinea in the first of the two clashes against the West African nation.
Sudan, c'est bon.
Here we go then for match day 4 from Group I, an important battle between Guinea and Sudan. Guinea played a game less, but they will play catch-up with that clash against Morocco in a few days' time. But 2 points in the bag already from their 2 clashes, looking to try and get a victory, their first victory. But the Falcons of Jedian also keen to get themselves off the ground with a victory out here today. Played some fine football, in fact, in the first clash, but conceded that goal to Bayo, the Clermont centre forward, in just his second match playing. Well, that's a good piece of play. That is very well worked, and it's a good opportunity that was for Sudan, and they get themselves another chance to possibly go for a shot, but well, he's been pegged back marginally. Ball comes down and into the right-hand side of the penalty box and out of play. Right start with this man, Safeldin, scorer of that equaliser a few days ago in Marrakesh. Just linking up with Abdel Rahman, scored that winning goal that eliminated South Africa from any chances of qualifying for the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon next year. A 1-0 victory in Omdurman. There's Kaba Diawara, who's the man in charge. Finished his career playing for Al Avignon back in 2011, I think. Played for 17 different teams during a very colourful career. Hubert Valud, who is also a player who's coached many teams. Didn't play for many, but he coached just as many as Diawara played for, in fact, possibly more when you actually look at the long list of these of his curriculum vitae. It's the 62-year-old former goalkeeper, of course, and well, he's been around the block, to say the least. A lot of time in North Africa as well, coaching Hassania Agadir and ES Sétif and USM Alger, Constantine. But I think his most successful stint came with TP Mazembe, where he managed to win the Super Cup, the Ligue 1, Congolese Ligue 1, and the CAF African Cup and the Super Cup as well. And as we see this dangerous play, Agwubu down the right-hand side had a fantastic first clash playing against Sudan. in Marrakesh. Abdelrahman tries to pick the ball up. Good, strong defensive play coming in from the big man, who just doesn't take no for an answer. Of course, is the older brother of Paul Pogba, Florentin, formerly of Saint-Etienne, a favourite down at Geoffroy Guichard, now playing for FC Sochaux. And with 28 caps now playing for Guinea. His brother deciding to wear the blue jersey of France. He too had a wonderful career on the international stage. Free kick, that is. Abdelrahman just being brought down by Diawara, the big burly midfielder who's basically Italian with the amount of time that he spent in that wonderful European country. Having gone through the books, Bologna, originally spotted and scouted playing in a tournament in San Marino. Before joining Bologna, and then headed down south to Napoli, before heading to the capital to link up with AS Roma. Well, that was a mistake to try and get the ball back. There's the cross coming over. Not brilliant from Bayo. Easily taken by Abdallah, the goalkeeper for Sudan. Through ball's not good enough. And Guinea quite happily passing the ball around. Here's Cisse. Well, the idea wasn't too bad, but you could see what Sau was trying to do. Trying to communicate with Agwabou. It's another player with a link to Saint-Etienne. That's who he's on the books with at the moment, so just 19 years of age, the youngest player in this squad. Keep an eye on Naby Keita as well. Didn't have a great game in the first clash against Sudan. He came on as a substitute, just like most of these players, in fact, because Didier Six and Kaba Diawara, they made 7 changes, in fact, to the team that played against Sudan in Marrakesh. With just Agwabou, Madi Camara, Bayo, and Moussa Camara, the goalkeeper, just keeping their places. Spending a little bit too much time down in their own half, as far as Hubert Velud is concerned, I'm sure. Mr. Gourbal giving the ball back to Sudan. Tidied up comfortably by Sau. 4 caps now for the teenager. Starting to find his place in this squad. He's big and strong and very very gifted technically. Does his job perfectly at the back. And of course he's good in the air. Hubert Velud just making the small adjustments to make sure that his team can read the game and understand what their jobs are. That's gone a little bit too far and too quickly for Seyfildin. Mohamed with the throw-in. Straight down the line to try and pick up Filled in. Well, that's good. Good use of the body. This time he can't get past his man. It's going to be a goal kick. The idea was good, though. Trying to get past Sau. He just stands upright and just doesn't get nudged off the ball. But and I think that's going to be a nice little battle within the bigger picture out here today. Sau coming up against filled in, or Maki as he's known. Pogba a little bit frustrated with that touch. Ball coming out wide to Agüebou. Olympiacos man just gets it on the right-hand side. Delivers the cross that's headed away quite comfortably. Abdelrahman goes looking for it. The ball's been knocked back to Mr. Camara. Mr. Camara of Haroya FC, 22 years of age, 13 caps. Born in Siguiri. Well, that through ball was close. Already won 4 league titles, and he's only 22. But that's what it's like when you play for Haroya FC, a team that you'll often see playing in the Champions League. And a team that have gone far, especially when they got home advantage. That wonderful little stadium that they've got, the 28th of September stadium in Conakry. When they're playing well and the fans turn up, I can tell you it's a real hotbed of action. It's like a little cauldron of activity, bustling in a big way, and that kind of shakes when when the team are on fire. Coached by Lamine and Dai, who's the Senegalese coach who formerly coached Al Hilal and Tipi Mazembe just over a decade ago now. No, less than that. I think he finished in 2013, but he's got a good team there, I must admit. And that most recent attempt to get through to the... Oh, that's a free kick going for Sudan. A strong challenge there from the Saint-Etienne player, just pushing down filled in. I said that it was going to be a tussle between those two. On this occasion, filled in, Maki wins the free kick. And coming up to take it will be Ahmed, the Al Merrek midfielder. And he'll be trying to pick out Abdelrahman and Saffield in the same player. See what he delivers with that left foot of his. Unless he's bluffing and he's going to produce a thunderbolt rocket shot that's going to test Moussa Camara from, well, quite a way out. Ahmed with the free kick. Lofts it over into the penalty box. Anybody on the end? No, but over on that far side. Duhab Babakir gets his crossover. There's a chance for a header. Amir goes up, but it's easily taken by Moussa Camara. Immediately right up to upfield to try and find Kante. We're goalless here after 12 minutes here at the Grand Stade d'Agadir in Morocco. As the ball's been picked up by Ouali El-Din of Al Hilal. Abdelrahman just allowing the ball to sneak past him. Oh, that was very close there from Moussa, showing a little bit too much to the front man. Sau gets rid of it. And talking about just what a quality team Horoya FC are, which are, you know, one of the best teams in Guinea-Conakry, of course. When you look at the players they've actually got on their books, you really understand what kind of a squad they've got. They've got Patrick Razak, the Ghanaian. You've got Bassirou Ouedraogo of Burkina Faso. Big, strong centre forward, of course, Moussa Camara, the goalkeeper, as I just mentioned, and Aristide Bonse, who is the Burkinabe, who has, well, I mean, if you don't know much about this man, he has been, he's probably played at more clubs than Kaba Diawara has, the Guinean coach, and some very successful times as well, playing across Africa, but also in Europe as well. So. And a few seasons playing at Mainz in the Bundesliga. They've got a corner, Guinea, and it's punched away by Abdallah. The danger, the threat has gone. One of my favorite players is Okanzi Mandela, another Burkinabe, the centre forward for Horoya FC. Wonderful player. A few caps playing for the Stallions of the Central African nation. Wonderful skill set, a little bit like Luis Mikison of Mozambique. Great skills, not very tall, but he makes up for it with his silky skills and his ability to dribble and get past players. An absolute dream for any coach to have on their books. Long ball, and the flag stays down, but it's gone a little bit too far, but it's outside of the penalty box. Well, finally, the flag does go up. And again, it's the Farco FC player just darting away a fraction too early. And Madi Camara reading the situation very well. Two players in this Sudan national team based in Egypt. You've got Babakir, on the right wing, of course, who played for Al Hilal Omdurman before joining Smoar, the Egyptian team. A good break, this is, bit of space. Trying to get the cross in straight away. I don't think that was the best idea, but look at that. The touch wasn't great from Safildin Maki, but he really should have done better than that. But finally, it worked out quite well. In fact, the hesitation and then the ball into the penalty area. It was just the centre forward who let himself down with his first touch. Yeah, Horoya winning the Guinean First Division, La Liga is what it's called, quite comfortably by 12 points ahead of Kamsar and Wakira and Ashanti GB. But they are the team that dominates it. Last time that they actually didn't win the Liga, the Championnat, the Guinean Championship, it's 2014. Otherwise, every single year, with a record 18 league titles to brag about. Not bad. An opportunity here, he goes again. Safildin trying to get past Madi Camera this time. Not as easy. In fact, switched the position, switching places with Abdelrahman doesn't really change that much. You can still find yourself up against the solid central defenders. Abi Keita a little bit frustrated there. It didn't work out as planned. And Sudan, well, that ball to Abdelrahman was really not good enough. Ibrahima Cissé picking up the ball. There's a little nudge in the back on Agwebu from Mohamed. Long ball up towards Kante. Dispossessed. Sudan picking up the pieces. What can they do with this? That's just not the right ball, is it? And the midfielders need to just understand what kind of passes they need to get to their front men, because, well, if they keep overcooking their through balls, then I think that this is going to be a long afternoon for Sudan, because they won't get themselves much firepower. And the first yellow card for that challenge there on the captain, the 35-year-old Ramadan. Bringing down Diawara, the AS Roma player. There you go, just crashing into the midfielder. No need for that. It was just a silly offence that sees him get his name written in Mr. Gulbal's notebook. So, bundled to the ground on that occasion, Wally Eldin by Cissé. Well, it's interesting what Hubert Veled has done. He's with 21 minutes gone, he's moving players around different positions. You've got Walildin, who's just switched flanks, which is the similar situation that we saw with Abdelrahman and Saifeldin Maki, just to destabilize the Guinean defense. If you can do that during a game, oh, that's a big mistake, that is. Well, the goalkeeper and the defender just not understanding exactly what they were meant to be doing there. It was Amir. Luckily, he didn't hit the ball recklessly anywhere near the goal, because it would have been a different scenario. And Guinea just picking up the pieces a little bit once again, with Diawara still with the ball at his feet. Second time in as many minutes that he's been knocked down. Got a future as a goalkeeper potentially with a stop like that. So Ramadan is the player who's very much on the referee's radar, and a chance now for Guinea to produce some kind of attacking threat. Now, whether they deliver the ball to Madi Camara or one of the big boys or goes for goal, I don't know. But, oh, that's an interesting ball. He just took his eye off it, Agwebu. Otherwise, it could have been something else. Could have taken the sting out of it and then unleashed a rocket shot into the corner, or a deft chip of some kind, but no. Races past him. They get possession back over on that far side. Here's the Toulouse FC left back, Silla. Isiaga Silla. That will be a throw-in for Guinea, and they get the ball and they want to get it rolling quickly, if possible. Naby Keita, captain of this Chile national team. Silla will try and deliver the long throw to one of the big boys on the edge of the 6-yard box. There's a chance. It's well taken there by Abdallah. Well, the foot up, that's not an intelligent gesture, is it really, for Babakir? I don't know if there was any contact. Well, maybe from that angle if we go back a little bit earlier, but he's holding the head. Well, he's trying to show the proof that there was contact. Regardless, he's fine. Naby Keita, Liverpool midfielder, trying to find a way. Well, that's a good ball. As laid up. Oh, he just couldn't get his shot in, could he, Kante? Otherwise, that could have been, well, a really good scoring opportunity taken, but it wasn't. Touch wasn't good. Firm challenge on the far side with Silla this time. Babakir pushed to the ground. Two top teams at the top of the table in the Sudan Premier League. Well, they have all of the other 9 players on their books, besides the 2 players who play in Egypt, Babakir and Saifeldin Maki. All of the other players play for them. It's either Al Hilal or Al Merrek. And well, again, it was domination from those 2 teams last season, with Al Hilal winning with an incredible 79 points. They only lost 1 game in the 30 matches that they played. It was 4 draws. It's a good chance, this is. Abdallah Rahman unable to do anything with that. Control just a little bit poor. Well, that was nearly a really nice touch, but the final one wasn't from Agwebu. Tidied up in the middle once again. Pogba gets the ball out wide to Cisse. Cisse decides to loft one over to the edge of the penalty box. It's headed away by Amir. Abdelrahman gets his head on that, but it goes back to a Guinean player. Cisse, sorry, Agwebu. A little bit of pressure. That's the kind of pressure that they need to put on the Guinean defense. Amir with the header. Ramadan getting involved. And Diawara. Nice, slick football. Oh, he just showed a little bit too much of that. Abdelrahman with a good chance now. What can he do here? Oh, he's just spent a little bit too much time on the ball and should have done something a little bit quicker, and afterwards he loses possession. There are opportunities to do something here, but you really need to be able to control the ball better to be able to create those chances. The work and in fact the mistakes that are being made are offering both sides numerous chances to really get upfield and test the goalkeeper, but it hasn't happened in the last five odd minutes. Something they really need to work on, just be a little bit more meticulous. The first touches, there you go, not good enough. Kante at fault on that occasion. A good idea from Safeldin, but Abdelrahman unable to latch on to that headed down ball. Diawara. Pogba just threading the ball through to Keita. Keita looks up, looks for options. That's a good ball from Kante just to get the ball out wide. We haven't seen too much of Bayo. Kante teed up, and Keita goes down, but there's no foul awarded. Abdelrahman's first touch. Not good. Kante, Spanish-born forward who plays his football in Kazakhstan. That's a good through ball. The flag stays down. It's a great opportunity. What a fantastic save. Abdallah comes to the rescue to stop Kante from scoring what will be the first goal on the 30-minute mark. And at the other end, you can see that Maki Safeldin goes on a bit of a wander here. So many defenders back, but they didn't need them. Just Sao coming to the rescue for Guinea. Ball comes out to Aguibu. Diawara. And a chance for Keita. Keita's strike, it's not a bad one. It's stopped by Abdallah, who needs to pounce on it just afterwards, but the Liverpool midfielder with a fine strike. He saw it coming though, didn't he, Abdallah? Bit of space, nice touch. 2 touches, 3 touches, 4 touches. The defense doesn't come, and he gets his strike in. But just look, that was the through ball for Kante. Flag stayed down. He was held onside by Amir. Nice first touch, good second touch, and a third one as well before he. Oh, maybe the shot lacking a little bit of firepower, a little bit of punch. At the other end, Abdelrahman gets the ball up as the midfielders move into position. It's been picked up down this left-hand side, and that really is. I think the arms were up from Aguibu, and I think that was the reason why the referee picked him out. There you go. Oh, he just slides in, and well, the arm, it's a little bit of a wild challenge and tackle finally. Well, because it's hot, there's just a chance to have a little water break and allow the coaches to just talk to the players momentarily. Pass on the advice that they need to put them in the right place and get them firing for the final 13 minutes. There's Kaba Diawara just at the back. He's a football pundit working on French television. Not at the moment, of course, working with Didier 6. Well, this is Keita, and that's his left-footed strike. Got a very unique way of running with the dribbling with the ball at his feet as he lunges forward. You just don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to push the ball past you, or is he going to pass the ball or strike the ball? It could happen at any time because he's very quick. his wonderful volley against Crystal Palace saw him win the Goal of the Month award for September. For the club, and of course, well, that was just an absolute gem. And Keita coming through Herzegovina FC as well. That's his home club. Joined them at the age of 9. Let's see what happens from this free kick. It's delivered, and it's gone into the 6-yard box, but there's no one there to latch on to Babakir's effort. But they win the ball back. Same player here with a chance to deliver a decent cross. Solid block coming in from Sau, who's proving to be very, very strong. And oh, that's a poor back pass, isn't it? Will be Guinea who pick up possession. They're going to take it quickly as well. Yildirim racing back into position. Pogba, Diawara, back to Sau, Madi Camara. Sudan looking to try and score a goal, an early goal. That would be, well, the first goal rather. In comparison to the first match between these two teams a few days ago. It was the first clash of match day 3. Match day 2 for Guinea, of course, having a game in hand that they will play against Morocco. Well, that was a through ball, and that was a very important, decisive challenge there, just to prevent Agbabu from getting anywhere near that. Under a little bit of pressure here, Sudan. The hands were up on from Sau on Abdelrahman, so we've got a free kick. Look at that run through. That was fantastic from Agbabu. First touch, not brilliant, but how about that for a challenge? See, it wasn't even a bad first touch, in fact. You've just got to appreciate the defensive covering from Amir to just smash into the attacking midfielder, clearing the ball without conceding the free kick. Here they go again, Guinea. Well, that ball is not a bad one. Oh, it's an attempted shot there coming in from Bayo. Blocked again by very important Salah Yildirim. Ball comes down to the right-hand side. There's a chance for a delivery coming in from Cisse. Comes back off the defender. Strong block from Ahmed. Pogba, Diawara, Madi Camara, and they start again. Wasn't very well read by the Setang player in Belgium. That's his team. Throwing down the line. Well, he gets away with it, and he picks up a free kick there, doesn't he, Yildirim? And Cisse picks up a yellow card. There you go, the retaliation kick. There was no need for that. Just lashing out. Just bad discipline, isn't it? You don't need to make those kinds of gestures. If you lose the ball, you lose the ball. There's, you know, you can try and fight back and try and win it back, but you've got to do it by the book. Otherwise, that happens. This time Agwabou goes down. And it's Bouagla, the Al Hilal player, who is penalised. And they want to take that quickly, but Stigobal bringing the ball back. So again, another big challenge. Look at the left hand just around the neck. And there's some real battles taking place. I thought it would just be between Safieldine, Maki and Sow, but in fact, the shifting of positions has really turned this into quite a physical battle with everybody getting involved. Everybody wants to try and dispossess Feldin Maki when he's got the ball at his feet, and he's proving to be a real thorn in this Guinea team's side. A free kick it is for Sudan from, yeah, quite far out, in fact, but watch out, Moussa Camara. Let's see how Ramadan gets on. Ramadan with a shot, is directed at goal as well, stopped by Moussa Camara. He does go for goal. Abdul Rahman with the follow-up. Struck it well, but not well enough to fool the Guinean goalkeeper, Amir. Madi Camara. Still goalless here. 4 minutes to play in the first half. That's a good through ball as well. Bayo gets knocked down. There's a chance here. Naby Keita gets the ball out. Can Kante score the goal? And it's been blocked and it goes out for a throw-in. Oh, it's a second good scoring chance for the Spanish-born centre-forward based in Kazakhstan. Cross coming in from Cisse. Agwabou over on the other side now. Here's Silla. Silla with the left foot. Excellent delivery, but it's spotted by Abdallah. Not one Guinean player darts through to try and greet that. Wali Eldin, the Al Hilal midfielder. Nicely done, it's been picked up. There's play the advantage. That's a through ball, that's fantastic. Oh, look at that. Did he handle that on the outside of the box is the big question. It doesn't matter because the ball's still being played and Abdul Rahman had a golden opportunity there. And he couldn't get past the Guinean goalkeeper. Sudan could have taken the lead at a very important time of the game, just before half-time. That's a free kick with Naby Keita just getting knocked off his feet by Bouagla. What a great chance that was for Sudan. And that was absolutely perfect. The through ball, look at the run. The timing of the run was absolutely spot on. And was there a hand on the ball? That's my question. It doesn't matter now, but Keita, Kante connection. So for Bayo, Madi Camara's gone up as well. Keita lifts it into the penalty box. No one there to make contact. And it's Sudan with numerous players moving forward. Abdelrahman. That's nicely done, just gets the ball over to the right-hand side. It takes a deflection, it will be a corner. It's good work from Babak here. He's always racing up and just offering an extra option on the overlap when anybody's moving up in the middle. And he's so quick. Look at this. Tries to turn. Build-up was unorthodox, to say the least, but it doesn't matter. You take whatever you can. And it's a fast surface as well. Into the last minute, corner for Sudan. Can they find themselves a goal? It's headed away, and headed away very well by the AS Roman midfielder Diawara. Throw-in goes back. Abuagla teed up nicely. Well, that's not ideal. Bio picking up the ball. Here's Keita. Calmly spreads it out wide to Pogba. Gets rid of his man. Surges forward. That's a good ball as well. There's the movement. The movement is bringing the ball out to Cisse on the right-hand side. There's the delivery. There's a shot that came in. He was on his own. Kante, long-range effort. It's skied high. It's Pogba unable to drive it through and give Abdallah a little bit of work to do. Last few seconds before we wrap up the first half. Still a chance for a goal, but still these two teams locked in deadlock for the moment. That could change at any time. I think it's quite a lively encounter. Well, the 45 minutes are up, and here at the Grand Stade d'Agadir, on the Atlantic coast of southwestern Morocco, for this match day 4 battle between Guinea and Sudan. It's goalless after 45 minutes. This FIFA World Cup qualifying clash for Qatar 2022. The players going into the changing rooms where they will communicate, try and find how to unlock their opponent's defense. And in the meantime, we will take a small break. Second half coming up in a few minutes' time. We'll see you then.
قريب جيني برهد تحت ورا بالجنب تعال يلا هذا كور هاي هوب جود هوب هاي هوب جود رجال هوب هاي هوب برافو تحت هوب
Welcome back to the Grand Stade d'Agadir for this Group I encounter. It's match day 4 for Sudan, match day 3 for Guinea, if you like, because they still have a clash that they've got to play against Morocco, which was postponed from when exactly? I think it was postponed from the start of September. And the reason why, well, there was a coup d'etat in Guinea, Conakry, and, well, they had to reorganize their fixture. So they will stay in Morocco, play their home games and their away games here with Sudan, which is convenient for everybody. Sudan told by FIFA that and CAF that they don't have stadium or that's fit enough to host games. So that's the reason why they're playing the matches here. So they'll play catch up with that final clash from the 3 in Morocco. I think it's being played up in Rabat, I think, or in near Casablanca or Rabat. But it's important for them to strive forward, of course, and Sudan will be looking to try and outwit Kaba Diawara's Guinea here this afternoon for the second half of this clash here. World Cup qualifying for Qatar 2022. It's quite evenly poised, to be perfectly honest with you. We've had a few scoring opportunities, not so many, but and we got a change for Sudan with Nasr El-Din, who's going to make his entrance. Here we go then for the second half of this clash. There's confirmation of Ramadan, the captain, who's gone off. The Elmeric player replaced by Nasr El-Din Omar Ahmed. Well, who's going to strike first? Will we get an early goal in the second half? There was some promising signs that we were going to see a goal at the end of in the final 10 minutes of the first half. Will we see some... oh, that was a strong challenge by Abdul Rahman, just taking out Silla. It's a bit of a push. It was physical, but referee didn't like what he saw, so it's a free kick for Guinea, taken quickly and spread out over to the other side of the pitch, picked up by Cisse. Cisse's trying to find Agwebou. That will be a free kick, as you can see that he was Mohammed was knocked off his feet. Legs getting tangled up there. Abdallah. Strong header coming in from Sau, and the offside flag going up. Taken quickly again. They just don't want to mess around now with these two nations. They've got to make contact with the ball there, Cisse. Picked up by Babakir. Diawara, without making his contact, his first touch wasn't good. And again, I think both teams very frustrated at the end of the first half because the control just letting them down just like that, and it's, well, kind of it's turning into a trend in at the start of the second half in the opening minutes. Tighten that up, and I think that the team who do that will put themselves on the front foot and make their mark. But until they eliminate that from their game, I think that it's going to be one of those frustrating clashes where too many errors. Oh, that's a lovely little back heel. There's a great chance it comes back, and Kante gets his shot in. What about that for a strike? An absolute screecher there with the left foot. Rocket shot into the corner. Very calmly done, just on the edge of the penalty box. Beautifully done. Guinea take the lead just at the start of the second half. Abdallah could do nothing about that, and they were queuing up to try and put themselves in a good scoring position. 3-4 players up against one defender. I think it was Amir who was the final defender who was back. First of all, the ball came through. Kante has that lovely little back flick. It's been picked up by Bayo. Kante picks it up again, even despite the traffic at the back, and he still manages to produce a prolific drive into the corner, beating Abdallah quite comfortably. That is most definitely how to score. From that range, beautifully struck, beautiful finish. Guinea 1, Sudan 0. 4 minutes into the second half, and Sudan need to find an answer. They need to hit back as quickly as possible. You know what they say about that period once you've conceded a goal, you've got to go straight at it and try and get yourself one back. And I think the percentages show that it's a perfect time to retaliate before the team, who are buzzing with adrenaline, settle down again. Silla penalised for that challenge on Abouagla. Sudan with Saifeldin unable to do much there. He's being tightly marked, but he still wriggles away from his marker. It's going to be a throw-in over on the far side for Mohamed. I don't think that there was any contact there, but Abouagla throwing in his feet on Madi Camara. It was more so the gesture that caught the eye of the referee. That will be a block. That will be a free kick for Sudan. Once again, just trying to find a little bit of space, trying to push the ball past and then run onto it. It was a lovely little nutmeg just to dispense some Silla. The trouble was he was blocking the view as he tried to move past him. Jose Canta. Flag stayed down. Ball racing away from Abdallah Rahman. 14th match playing for Sudan. He's got 7 goals. It's a goal every 2 games. Didn't score in the last game. It was that man, Saifeldin, who incidentally has a nickname. It's Saif Thierry, named after a certain Thierry Henry, whose goal-scoring skills, well, have allowed him to have a statue built of him just outside of a certain stadium in North London. Sudan on the attack, trying to get themselves an equaliser. Guinea with an early goal in the second half. And the frustration there from Madi Camara, who will pick up a yellow card, I think, for just his bad behaviour. the Olympiacos centre-back, just coming in. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, that is most definitely a foul. Kicking the ball away in frustration. You can only be frustrated with yourself for conceding the foul, and afterwards, well, he needs to have his teammates get him to calm down a little bit. It's not the kind of gestures that you want on the pitch. There's the delivery into the penalty box. It's not a bad effort indeed. The ball comes whipped across there, and it was a good opportunity for Salah Eldin to latch onto that. Goes a little bit high. Got up well though, didn't he? The delivery was sumptuous from Babakir, and the Smoha-based player in Egypt. Finding the man, but the man didn't find the net. Mady Camara. Here's Keita, hasn't seen too much of the ball in the start of the second half. Diawara, that's just brilliant. Very coolly done, just to get rid of Nasser Eldin. Ball comes across, it's cleared before it gets anywhere near a Guinean player. Here's Abdelrahman, what's he gonna do? Oh, he's just showing too much of the ball. It was easy for Pogba to pinch that from underneath his nose. There's the through ball. Oh, it's easy there, but I think there was a foul. And well, I'm afraid that Bayo will not claim his second goal in as many matches. It might have been a hand up. It was definitely not offside. I mean, he's a little bit confused on where the call came from. I think there was a little bit of a nudge in the back. The referee saw it, and in any case, it's old news now. 10 minutes into the second half, Guinea sitting on a 1-goal lead. A goal that will, was worth its weight in gold. Naby Keita gets the ball across. It's gone a little bit too far there, and I'm afraid that Bayo couldn't do anything about that. Should have taken the weight off that. Keita knows how to do that. On that occasion, he didn't. So he's a little bit stretched to reach that, but still did well. Ball going through. Well, he's going to clear that. Of course, he's just going to smash that away from his goalkeeper. Otherwise, you could see that Saif Eldin would have pounced. Good defensive play there from Mady Camara. I'd like to see a bit more link-up play between Abdelrahman and Saif Eldin. Here's the corner. The corner comes in. It's that man, Mady Camara, again, getting rid of the danger. Fired upfield. Naby Keita. Lovely back heel picked up by Silla, the Toulouse defender. Takes the ball on, but maybe not making the right decision and getting the ball up as quickly as he possibly could. And that ball out wide to Abdelrahman. There were 3 players in different positions. Just needed to be a little bit more composed. Take your time and then distribute. Sometimes they're just taking they're just trying to do it as quickly as possible. You can afford half a second sometimes, especially when you're picking the ball up in the midfield and you can see that there's a 3-prong attack in front of you. That's the moment that you've got to use your brain. And sometimes it looks really good to make that pass, but just hold it for a second, a fraction of a second, and then maybe you'll make a better decision. You can see that there's 1 goal that's been scored, and it is that man Kante who has found the back of the net. Born in Spain, plays his football in Kazakhstan for Kairat, and spent a few seasons playing for Legia Warsaw in Poland. And that's his 3rd goal in 14 matches played. Kante, you can see that he's busy up at the front. You know, just moving across and trying to find a little bit of space. And There's the flag that's gone up, and I think it's time for a substitution. What do you think? Comes from an offside position there, Keita. Abdelrahman coming off, and well, that's he hasn't really been firing, has he? And Mahmoud comes on to replace him. And for me, it's logical. I was talked about the linking up between those two players. It's just not working. Seifeldin, who was a substitute in the first clash against Guinea, came on, scored the goal, the equaliser in the 72nd minute. He needs a partner in crime. He needs a wingman. He needs someone who can work alongside him and get up there and deliver and give him the passes and suck in the defenders so that he gets a bit of space and makes those running lines and gets some shots in. That's exactly what he needs. And he didn't really get that from Abdelrahman, who, well, you call him an outright striker, but he really is a very talented number 10. You put him up into the centre-forward position. It's a little bit different. He's not got the burly strength of Seifeldin. Great skill set, but his first touches have not been top-notch. Here they go with this man who's just come on, Mahmoud, getting the ball. This is what we're looking for. And he picks the ball up as the ball comes across. Anybody there to get the shot in? And finally, it's cleared, thumped away right inside of the penalty box by the Guinean defence. And a little bit more of that, and Sudan might be, all of the Sudanese fans, they might be jumping out of their seats. And they've just made a smart move. Well, Hubert Velud, of course, the coach in charge, has made a smart move in making that decision. And, you know, it's not an easy decision when you're taking off one of your star players. Mahmoud getting the ball out over to Abu Agla. It's a good ball down the left-hand side. There's an option. And just running into Sau down on the ground. The referee might have to stop the game for a moment. Well, he doesn't need to because the ball's gone out, but here is Mr. Khobal, who's gonna check in. That's Mahmoud just running straight into Sau. He didn't do anything, Sau. The centre-back, the Stéphanois, Saint-Etienne. And Cissé is the next player to go off, and he is going to be replaced by this man here, Abdoulaye Cissé. Abdoulaye Cissé plays in Turkey for Kocaelispor. Born in Conakry, the 25-year-old has won a couple of pieces of silverware. The Turkish Cup, 2 Turkish Cup victories. And this is his 15th match playing for Guinea. Spent some time playing in France as well for Martigues down in the south of France, just a few miles away from Marseille, where the Rhone spills out into the Mediterranean. Silla takes the ball from Diawara, looks for the 1-2, gets the ball back. He's got another option. It's Bayo who loses control. Well, they could all be wearing the same colour shirt, just passing the ball around like that. Finally, picked up by Cissé. Hagwibu. He's a real skillster, isn't he? Picked up by Pogba. And defensive header back to his goalkeeper. Oh, he's done well, he's done well. It's a great opportunity. He goes down, that's surely going to be, it's in the back of the net anyway. The goal has been given and Sudan have equalised. Excellent work from Sefildin. But it's Mahmoud, the substitute, who finally gets the equaliser, celebrating with the substitutes and the staff there, including Faris there with the long hair. A fantastic finish, but the work was made by Sefildin. Now that will go down as a brilliant piece of technical wizardry coming from their coach, Hubert Velud, who made that change. But just look at this, tries to kick the ball away, slips and falls over. The goalkeeper takes out Sefildin, but up pops Mahmoud to drive the ball into the back of the net. It would have been a penalty otherwise. And once again, we have a very similar scenario from the first clash that took place on Wednesday afternoon. 2 goals scored in the second half, and we have a 1-1 scoreline, but there's plenty of time on the clock for one of these teams to grab a winner and throw their hat in the ring in terms of being one of the teams capable of qualifying. And of course, Sudan just picking up that single point in their 3rd game on Wednesday against Guinea, their home game, if you like, in a 1-1 draw. And that coming after they had lost their opening game 2-0 against Morocco, with goals scored by Aguerd and Abdallah, an own goal, of course. And that followed up with a 4-2 loss against Guinea-Bissau, with Abdelrahman scoring a brace in the second half, but still unable to do anything about the 4 goals that Guinea-Bissau had scored. And here he goes again, Sefildin down the left side. He's got Mahmoud who's pushing, putting a bit of pressure on Madi Camara. Tries to get past his man. On this occasion, it comes to nothing, and Madi Camara slams the ball away. And it's been pushed forwards. It's Guinea with a one-on-one opportunity. Bayo, what can he do here? Bayo! And he slips the ball past the goalkeeper, Abdallah, to make it 2-1. And again, Guinea go ahead just moments after Sudan had equalised. That's 2 goals in 2 games for the Clermont centre forward, and only his 3rd match played for his country. That's already a pretty good scenario for the youngster. Well, he just stroked the ball past Abdallah down the right side, slotting the ball in to make it 2-1. Yes, sirree. Guinea 2, Sudan 1, 23 minutes to play. Guinea again going ahead. Oh, Hubert Velud thought that he'd found the solution by bringing on Mahmoud, and all of a sudden they push forward and they find themselves under attack. But that's the risk that you take when you push a little bit deeper. And, well, it's something that they might just have to do, and just hope that they score more goals than their opponents, because of the way that they're playing, it's a lot better, it's a lot more attractive, but it's also taking a bigger risk. Well, there's no communication there, and you should be telling any player that there's a man on it, or there's someone breathing down his neck and make the pass or make it safe. And that wasn't good communication coming in from his teammates. Good challenge there from Saleh Eldin. Madi Camara doing what he does best, which is making sure that nothing goes down in that part of his neck of the woods. He'll smash it away at first notice. Throw in taken quickly by Babakia, gets the ball back. A couple of players moving into position. Anybody in position to deal with that? No, it's Madi Camara because the delivery was poor. Bayo. Square ball was an option for Diawara, but finally uses Silla of Toulouse FC. Agribu unable to control that. Does well to keep the ball in play, Babakir. It's his 38th match playing for Sudan. And a lot of these players, they know each other so well, not just because they play often for the national team, but because they play in the same domestic team. And if they cross paths quite often as being part of one of the two best teams in Sudan, Al Hilal and also Al Merrikh. Well, here they go again, Guinea. The flag stays down. It's a chance for Bayo. Bayo gets the ball back, and there's Keita. Keita, oh, he's slotted. Oh, it is, and it's a miss there from Agribu. I don't know how he managed to not hit the target. Keita and Bayo putting lots of pressure on the Sudan defense. Caught napping at the back, and it's well, a little bit of an issue because they could have really got a third goal there. 2 against 1. And still, they don't manage to unleash the perfect shot. There's Naby Keita, gets a one touch there. The defender comes back to get in his way. Look at that lovely challenge there from Amia, and finally the shot coming in from Agribu goes wide. Still playing for Toulouse. Toulouse in the Ligue 2. This season, of course, not in Ligue 1. But looking pretty good at the top of the table with 24 points. They've one of 2 teams that have won 7 games, along with Sochaux, of course, the team where Florentin Pogba plays. Nicely done, it's been teed up. Good opportunity here. Oh, he gets pulled down, and that might be a yellow card for Pogba. Oh, it's just a foul, I think, but let's have a look at this again. It's accidental getting in the way, although it looked like there was a right hand somewhere on the front man who is causing all sorts of problems for Guinea. Now, a great scoring opportunity and a well-positioned free kick for a dead ball specialist. Babakia logically will be taking this. The Smuha player plays his football in Egypt, as I mentioned. And it's now up to Musa Camara, the 22-year-old Horoya FC player, to try and prevent this from smashing into the back of the net. A few options here, as you can see, but I think that it's Mahmoud. It's not going to be Mahmoud, surely not. Yes. Oh, it's been fired in, comes off the wall, and that's going to be, bounces into the goalkeeper's hands, Moussa Camara. Ahmed finally with the shot. Picked up by Bayo. Well, it's well cut out. And Sudan looking for an equaliser. They got one back. They managed to turn things around. It's great work from Silla. Excellent work indeed. Here's Cancel, the back heel. That is delightful. Gets the ball back, puts it into the path of Naby Keita. His shot goes wide. The challenge comes in, and there's a yellow card for the initial foul there. That's brought down Cancer. Yeah, he just pulled it, didn't he? Under a little bit of pressure from Mohamed. And a couple of changes for Guinea. Naby Keita's coming off. And replaced by Morley. Silla. And Aguibu, the Olympiacos midfielder, and replaced by Francois Camano. Good to see, because he missed the first game, Francois Camano. He went and had an IRM on his knee, but he passed the test. Just a little bit of a knock playing for Lokomotiv Moscow, but now he's back in business. And a wonderful player as well. And Babakir goes off as well. Wali El-Din, another player to have gone off. A couple of changes to try and turn things on there, turn things around again. I think maybe Walid has come on, who's will replace Babakir at number 13. And a little water break. We had one after 30 minutes, and we've had one now after 30 minutes in the second half. There's Walid Khadir who went off, and it's Majoub who's come on, in fact. Well, just look at this. Excellent work there from Safeldin. And how about that for a finish from Mahmoud? Beautifully done. Slotted in despite the fact that there are a couple of defenders, but it all came from the work from this man here. He has been a real threat for Sudan, putting so much pressure on the defense and the goalkeeper. He made that goal himself. And he would have had a penalty to fire in if it hadn't been for Mahmoud, who was brought on to replace one of their star players, Abdullah Rahman. Mahmoud picking up a yellow card as well. Firm challenge again from Silla. Now let's see what some of the youngsters in this team can produce for Sudan. Can they get a goal back? That's good work, that is, to get the ball down to the right-hand side. Does really well. Can he get his crossover? The answer to that is no. Yassir. Moussa Camara. Screaming for the ball. Sow, long ball upfield. to pick up this man. Ball comes over to the right-hand side. Bayo's still on the pitch. Can he put the ball on his shooting foot? Well, the answer to that is no, but it's been picked up here. It's a good chance for an effort. Well, it was beautifully struck. It really was. And it was well spotted by Abdallah. And the effort coming in stopped Morley Silla with the fine effort as they go in search of yet another goal. Here's Silla. I mean, yeah, the Al-Marek centre-back giving the ball away too easily. Picked up by Pogba. It's the moment that it's been picked up. Well, it was going in the right direction. A little bit lucky there. Under pressure from Bayo. But Abdallah does the business. Oh, that's great control. Gets the ball over to the other side. If he gets the ball over to the other side, surely it's going to be another goal. It's going out. There's the overlap. Oh, he's just wasting a little bit of time. The shot comes in. Oh, it's just gone past the right post. And once again, Safeldin, despite all of the defenders that had come back and tried to block off the light, he still gets a good shot in, but it's not on target. Very close, but not close enough. Great control, first touch, that was wizardry. And then the pass out wide, well, to Mahmoud was fantastic. He realized that there was just nothing on. Just look at that, that wasn't far off, was it? Very unlucky not to have scored an equaliser for the second time in this Group I encounter. This is a FIFA World Cup qualifying match for Qatar 2022. And Sudan, well, they are desperate to try and get themselves that equaliser. They've only got 1 point in this group, and they played, they're into their 4th encounter out of 6. So it doesn't look very likely that they're going to qualify when you look at Morocco, who picked up 2 wins from 2. They'll play another game against Guinea-Bissau, which will be their double-header. Match taking place tonight at the Stade Mohammed V in Casablanca, home of Wydad Casablanca or Raja Casablanca. The artists, both former winners of the African Champions League. And city rivals. The atmosphere at the derby is just electric. They play at the same stadium, so you can imagine what it's like. It's 50-50. Well, in terms of the fans, it really depends on who's playing at home, but yeah, it's high octane, electric atmosphere. So that clash will be basically a home game for Morocco. They fired 5 past Guinea-Bissau in the previous clash just 3 days ago on Wednesday night, with Hakimi and loser Shaya El Khabi, Munir all firing in to underline their firm intentions about qualifying from this group. So it means that the other teams who play out draws and fail to pick up wins, well, they'll play second fiddle to the Atlas Lions. Another change for Guinea. Well, he scored the goal. Scored the first goal, Kante, and he will make way for the camera. Six minutes to go here at the Grand Stade d'Agadir. Here's Abdallah. Sends the ball upfield. Mahmoud, nice touch. Not meticulous the pass, but it still finds a teammate. Lofted chip, but no one's gone, and it's the call there from Ali Camara. Just making sure that it's okay for the goalkeeper, Moussa Camara, to come and collect, which is what he does. Here, Morocco 6 points, and they're looking for their third straight victory. They will join Tunisia as the only team to have racked up 3 straight wins if they can win against Guinea-Bissau. Here they are, Mahmoud pushing forward once again, goes for a shot himself. Well, I don't think he realized what he was doing there, because he just decided that he was maybe going to go for a shot, maybe going to go for the pass, and finally, well, it was a crossbred, and it was, well, weak and feeble at the end of the day. Didn't really get behind it at all. Thought about kind of placing into the corner. You could see what he was trying to do, but Sudan, plenty of possession, pushing forward, picked up by Saifeldin. He gets knocked down, and it's a free kick on the edge of the penalty box. Again, a challenge that's coming in, and a little bit of a fallout there between the two players. You can see that's a little bit hot-headed, a little bit of pushing and shoving. No need for that. And he's definitely going to pick up a yellow card, Abdoulaye Cissé. Look at him, first of all, for that challenge on Saifeldin. Dragging his feet away from underneath his body, and then afterwards for fronting up and showing a little bit of anger when it wasn't necessary. You could turn that into positive energy, couldn't you? Here is the scoring position, potentially, for Sudan. Will they get an equaliser? Can they get one back? Will this be the moment that the whole of Khartoum will erupt? Amir and Sow. Being summoned by Mr. Gorbal. Here we go then. This is the free kick into the penalty area. It goes! Oh, look at that! That is absolutely sublime! A flashing header from Amir, the Al Merrek man, scoring in his 59th match playing for Sudan. The free kick delivered perfectly, and Uber Veled's men get one back once again. 2-2, game on. Well, how about that for the delivery? That was just perfect, wasn't it? And it's the ideal scenario. I don't know what the Guinean defense was doing, but just look at this. First of all, the delivery, a lot of movement in the penalty box. But how about that? He rises to the occasion and most definitely directs it into the corner. The goalkeeper, Musa Camara, didn't even flinch. That was absolutely ideal. And it came across, whipped in at some pace. And then there's the connection. Fantastic stuff from the centre-back. And Guinea running out of time to try and get themselves the 3 points in this home clash here at the Grand Stade d'Agadir. And they too get a free kick in a very similar position at the other end. A little bit further back. But we know what's going to happen here. Now watch out for Kamano, 25-year-old left winger. Spent 4 years playing for Bordeaux, of course. 113 appearances. Knows how to find the back of the net. Top scorer in Russia last season. The delivery into the penalty box once again, but there's no one to latch onto it. Sudan race upfield, looking to try and get themselves another scoring chance. Ball comes out, the flag's gone up there. Bayo, I don't know if it was Bayo who's offside, but he's absolutely frustrated. Looks down and allows the Sudanese players to start moving up into dangerous positions. Well, has he run out of gas here? Well, that was a bit of a slog fest at the end of the 90th minute. That was the Bayo offside call. Can they get themselves a winner? And we will have a couple of minutes of added time, surely. 3 minutes. Three minutes for Sudan to nick a winner, or for Guinea to battle back and do what they've done twice already and move ahead. But this is the, look where number 4 is, Amir. He hesitated, he waited for a second. He's not actually marked, is he? Everybody's looking at where the free kick is going to be delivered, but at the same time, you've got to keep your eye on the forwards or the players who are looking to try and make contact. Another change that will be made. Samoval coming on. Giving the ball away. Nicely done. That's really good play. Seyfeldin tries to get the crossover. Camera blocks. Seyfeldin goes off. What a great game he's had. And Bachit will come on to replace him. Major contribution to this draw if it finishes like this. Created the second goal. Well, there's a defensive header back to the goalkeeper there. Camara throws it out. Guinea will push forward maybe one last time in their bid to try and get the 3 points for this home match that they're playing. Right up the middle, there was a great opportunity there, and he was screaming for the ball up the front. Yassir, no one saw it, apart from us. This time it's a good one, and then he's onside. There's a chance if he can get, well, the goalkeeper's come out, and he's racing to get back into position. It's a little bit too late to try and produce the long-range effort, but anything's possible in this entertaining game. Oh, the through ball, that was close. Yassir didn't read it that time. He would have been offside anyway, I think. Throw in it is for Sudan. And that is the final whistle, and it's all over here at the Grandstad d'Agadir. But an interesting battle that's taken place. But this man here, Amir, saves face for Sudan with an equaliser in the last few minutes of play in this Group I encounter on match day 4, FIFA World Cup qualifying. The final score, Guinea 2, Sudan 2. Well, a lot of entertainment. All of the goals scored in the second half, and it was one for Guinea, one for Sudan, and then another one for Guinea. Sudan just finally getting themselves a second goal, a second equaliser through their big centre-back, Amir. It's top entertainment here for this Group I encounter, and that's, well, not good enough for Guinea to push forward and try and move above Guinea-Bissau and put a bit of pressure on Morocco, who have already got 2 wins from 2. It's complicated for all of these other teams besides the Moroccans to push forward because we've seen numerous. We've seen a couple of draws already. The draws will obviously sort of, prevent some of the teams, the other teams in the group from competing with Morocco. Morocco been on fire since the very start, scoring 7 goals, and they haven't conceded a single goal so far. And Guinea will come up against Morocco in a few days' time. 3 games played in the space of 8 days, I think, and which is in 7 days. Sorry, that's. Well, that's a lot of football, isn't it? But at the end of the day, I think this is a fair scoreline for these 2 nations, Guinea and Sudan, sharing the spoils. And we'll see them both at the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco, in Cameroon in 2022. But we can most definitely say that we had a very thrilling second half here in Agadir. In terms of the positions in the table, well, I think that we can most definitely say that Morocco will be looking to try and play and get another good result against Guinea-Bissau in their double-header that will lift them to 9 points, 5 points clear of the second-place team, with Guinea stuck down there in the 3rd position, just ahead of Sudan, who pick up another point, of course. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.